And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the continued coverage here at Ranger Station. I am here with Hien Nguyen, who is the suit actor for Goldar, plus also one of the stunt actors for the show and the movie.
Yes.
We great stories, by the way, on the Power Ranger, on the Mighty Morphin panel. That was some fun stuff to hear. Like, I didn't know you were the one who did the corkscrew in the movie.
Yeah.
So
anytime when there's the White Ranger in the armor suit, they call it.
Yeah.
I do that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So like pretty much you were Jason David Frank's stunt double.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
What was that like for you to be the stunt double for essentially Jason David Frank, who, in a way, a lot of people consider the greatest Power Ranger of all time?
Yeah. Well, the funniest thing is like when we first started, he was supposed to only do like 1 or 2 episodes.
Yeah, I think he was only supposed to do that 5-episode arc of like Green with Evil.
Yeah, that was it. And then he got so popular, and we just kept on going. But I like working with Jason because we go hand to hand of certain moves, and we would look at each other and say, "Hey, let's do it this way. Let's do it that way." Yeah. So it was great. We had a great relationship that way.
Yeah, and then obviously you were the suit actor for Goldar. I'm not wearing the jersey now. I am sorry. After doing that panel, it was really hot in that panel room.
Yeah.
And I just was like, I had to take the jersey off. And everything. So I'm sorry for not wearing the Goldar jersey as I interviewed Goldar.
No worries.
But what was it like to be in the Goldar suit? Because in a way, Goldar is probably one of the more iconic henchmen in the history of Power Ranger. And that's looking at the entire 30 years of Power Rangers, because they brought Goldar back.
Yeah.
I believe in Beast Morphers.
Yeah.
So like what's that? What was it like to be Goldar and be part of that legacy?
Well, it was great, but it was hard work. Because number one, it was really hot, and you couldn't see very well. So but we were young, and I was like in my 20s, So we did a lot of the fight scenes in the Goldar suit, and I was able to move and do all that stuff. It looks heavy, but it's actually not as heavy as the White Ranger suit on the Power Ranger movie.
Yeah, well, I did hear the thing that the movie suits were like 30 pounds and stuff like that. And like they had to change them so many times because the sweat with the material that it was made in, the sweat was just eroding it quickly, so they had to constantly change them out. Mm-hmm. Like that had to be tough.
Yeah, well.
And is what I just said true about when you're sweating so much, they had to change you out of the suit? Was that true?
Well, they gave us a fan too.
Oh, they gave you a fan as well?
Yeah, so a fan that would, in a big towel.
Here, towel off. It's
towel off, yeah.
Because
most of the time on set, it's always hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
It's not really like that. It's always hurry up, wait for the lighting, wait for the sound, wait for this, that. So.
Yeah. So, TV show wise, we'll talk about the movie in a bit. But TV show wise, how did you get in there, onto the show? Because I remember on the panel you had mentioned about doing some auditions, but how did you officially become part of the show?
Well, officially I came in through this guy named Isaac Florentine. He's the director,
right? And
he's a martial artist also. So he brought me in of this TV show, and he told me, I want you to do some martial art with this thing. And we're like, yeah, that sounds fun. And we're, like I said, we were young. Why not?
Yeah.
So, but I gotta give credit to the second unit director. Actually, his name is Isaac Florentine.
Okay. And then, but you did. You mentioned you had auditioned for some roles for the TV show.
Yeah.
What did you audition for?
Yeah. Well, I auditioned for the Black Ranger.
For what ended up being Adam.
Yeah, Adam, and it was Johnny Bosch had it.
So you auditioned for what ended up going to Johnny on Bosch.
Yeah.
What was that like for you going through that audition process? Because obviously you're already there.
Yes.
As a stunt guy. You know that you're going to be losing 3 people, gaining 3 people. How does that conversation kind of come about? How do I go about for the auditions and stuff like that?
Well,
because it's not necessarily about the audition itself. It's about how did you get in the door to be able to audition.
Well, on that specific audition, it was open to everybody.
Right.
So, but they knew I worked on the show, so they got me in early.
Yeah.
So
they're like, you've paid your dues.
You pay your dues. So
you get the front of the line.
So I did my martial arts stuff. Actually, they had an article, a picture of me of the audition one time. So that was kind of cool.
They're like, see this guy? You're competing with him.
Yeah, in a way, yes.
So What was your? We keep going back to the movie, so we might as well go to the. Or actually, no, TV show first. Favorite moments that you were a part of on the show, like stunt double. Maybe it's something else that happened.
I would say my favorite one was Goldar.
Goldar.
Yeah.
Just being that big bad.
That big bad boy.
and I have to ask this question. Obviously, you were the suit actor. You obviously got to work a lot with Jason Narvey and Paul Schreier.
Yes.
What was it like? Because it was especially season 3, there was a lot of that work with you and them. What was it like working with them and doing a lot of that comedy?
Oh my goodness! All we did was laugh. Jason and Bulk and Skull, they were just their chemistry together worked on screen and in person too. So we just had so much fun. All they did was joke around with me. And Bulk, actually, you think he did a stunt for me one time. This big guy comes up and did a half a flip, I think, right into a pad, and I was like, whoa. So those people that we work with, I mean, they're talented, not only on their acting and their ability to make people laugh, but there was also physical stuff that they did that I was like amazed.
Yeah, and not only that, but Paulie ended up directing some episodes too.
Paul, yeah.
Were you able to work on any episodes that he directed?
No, because I worked on a TV show called WMNC Masters.
Okay.
Which is, I played a guy named Tsunami. I played on that, so I went from Power Ranger to WMC Master, and then I did other things too.
Okay. Yeah, because it's like obviously being able to work with Paulie and Jason. It's like, it made me think, it's like, oh yeah, that's right, because Paulie directed episodes. What did you think about, like, you go from being in front of the camera with Paulie, and next thing you know, you see him directing episodes of the show. Like, what was that like?
I think it's great because it talks about, like, moving up the steps. So he wasn't just an actor, he was able to direct and direct other actors,
And like you said, it's part of that growth. And like we now know that, like, especially with Jason and Johnny, they now have like their own production company. They work with Paulie. They make independent films.
Yeah.
Where they're both like acting and directing, writing, producing, and stuff like that. And like, have you looked into that type of stuff, or are you just like more like, no, I've always been like the stunt guy or an actor?
On WMC Master, I was able to direct some stuff.
Oh, okay, so you did get to direct.
Yeah,
what was that experience like for you?
That was cool because I was able to use my experience as an actor and a character and use it to help other people to do that in their film. So.
Yeah, and so we got like 2 minutes left.
Okay.
And so like, movie. You want to talk about? You keep bringing up the movie. What was your favorite moment in the movie? And did you get to be Goldar in the movie?
No, I wasn't able to do Goldar. I was actually doing a lot of the stuff for White Ranger stuff.
Okay. But what was your favorite moment?
I was the corkscrew. The
corkscrew kick for Tommy?
Yeah, for Tommy.
What was, okay, because you said it on the panel too, I got to make you do a second one. What's the second greatest moment?
The second greatest moment? You talking about the time when I was in the barbecue?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, they put me in this thing that looks like a barbecue, and I twist. So they spitting me like a chicken, So I was doing that, and then there was a camera behind me, and it moved, and it hit my helmet, and it scratched me, and it gave me a mark. So I got a war scar. War scar from the movie.
Yeah. So, Ian, real quick, where can the people find you on social media?
I have a dreamteamusa@yahoo.com. That's my email.
All right.
And if there's any question they have on Power Ranger or WMC Master, they can catch me on that. And I'm getting to go to cons now, so if anybody wants me to go to the cons, they can reach me there, dreamteamusa@yahoo.com.
All right, you heard it. So with that, Ian, thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure to talk with you, and I can't wait to see you again, bud.
Thank you.
All right.